Welcome to today's video, Unlock the Secrets of Stoic Living in 2025. Stoicism offers a way out. Life in 2025 is, well, a whirlwind of information, deadlines, and endless notifications. Feeling overwhelmed? You're not alone. The world is moving faster than ever, and honestly, it's easy to feel swept away, unfulfilled, lost in the chaos. There's a way to find peace. Stoicism can be your anchor in the storm. Imagine a life where stress doesn't control you, a life where you actually choose your reactions, where your inner peace is stronger than any external pressure. This is the promise of Stoicism. Now, it's not about ignoring your feelings, it's about understanding them and choosing how you respond. Stoicism helps you focus on what truly matters. In a world obsessed with the trivial, it's a radical act of rebellion. Stoicism is often misunderstood. People think it's about being emotionless, cold, unfeeling, but that's just not true. Stoicism is about wisdom, about courage, about living a virtuous life even when things are tough. It's about accepting what you can't control and focusing your energy on what you can. It's a philosophy for living a better life, a life of purpose, meaning, and inner peace. The story of Stoicism begins not in a grand palace or a bustling marketplace, but with a shipwreck, a moment of utter loss and chaos. Imagine the scene, the sky dark, the sea raging, and a once mighty vessel shattered against the rocks. In that instant, everything changes. The world as you knew it is swept away, leaving only fragments and uncertainty in its wake. Zeno, a wealthy merchant, was at the center of this storm. He had built his life on trade and fortune, his future mapped out by the riches he carried across the Mediterranean. But in a single night, a violent tempest claimed his ship and all his possessions. The cargo he had worked so hard to amass was gone, scattered to the depths of the sea. He stood on the shore, soaked and penniless, his dreams dashed by forces beyond his control. Alone and stripped of everything he once valued, Zeno found himself on the unfamiliar shores of Athens. It would have been easy to give in to despair, to mourn what was lost and curse his fate. But Zeno did not surrender to hopelessness. Instead, he looked out at the horizon and saw possibility where others might see only ruin. In that moment of crisis, Zeno made a choice. He decided to treat his misfortune not as an end, but as a beginning. The loss of his wealth became the foundation for a new life, one built not on material possessions, but on inner strength and wisdom. He resolved to seek out knowledge, to understand the nature of happiness, and to discover what truly matters. Zeno began to study philosophy, learning from the great thinkers of Athens. He realized that true fulfillment comes not from external riches, but from cultivating a mind that is calm, rational, and resilient. He learned to value wisdom over wealth and character over circumstance. This shift in perspective transformed his life and would go on to inspire generations. Zeno's lesson is simple yet profound. We cannot control the storms that life sends our way, but we can always control how we respond. Our reactions, our choices, and our mindset are within our power, even when everything else is lost. In the face of adversity, we can choose courage, acceptance, and serenity. This is the heart of Stoicism, a philosophy born from shipwreck, forged in adversity, and dedicated to finding peace within ourselves, no matter what storms we face. Stoicism gives you practical tools to navigate the challenges of 2025. Stuck in traffic? Don't waste energy on anger. Use the time to listen to a podcast or, simply breathe. Feeling overwhelmed by your to-do list? Focus on one task at a time. Celebrate small victories. Practice daily gratitude. A simple gratitude journal can shift your perspective. Remember, you have the power to choose your response to any situation. Imagine you're making a YouTube video. You control the script, the editing, the message, but you can't control the comments. Some people will love it, others will hate it. That's the dichotomy of control. Focus on what you can control, your effort, your creativity, your message. Let go of what you can't, the opinions of others. This is how you find freedom and peace. Stoicism is built on 4 timeless virtues, each one as relevant today as it was in ancient times. In our fast-paced, ever-changing world, these virtues can serve as a compass, guiding us through the complexities of modern life. They help us navigate challenges, make better decisions, and build stronger relationships with ourselves and others. The first virtue is wisdom. In the age of information overload, wisdom is more important than ever. We are constantly bombarded with news, opinions, and data from every direction. To be wise today means to think critically, to pause before reacting, and to question everything we see and hear. It means seeking out reliable sources, learning from different perspectives, and being open to changing our minds when presented with new evidence. Wisdom is not just about knowledge. It's about understanding what truly matters and making thoughtful choices, even when it's difficult. The second virtue is courage. Courage isn't just about heroic acts or grand gestures. It's about facing your fears, no matter how small they may seem. It's about challenging your comfort zone, speaking up for yourself, and standing firm in your values even when it's uncomfortable. In a world filled with uncertainty and anxiety, courage means not letting fear control your life. It means taking action, even when the outcome is uncertain, and learning to trust yourself along the way. The third virtue is temperance. In a world of endless distractions and constant stimulation, finding balance is more challenging than ever. Temperance is about self-control, knowing when to say yes and when to say no. It's about setting healthy boundaries with technology, work, and even our own desires. By practicing moderation, we can avoid burnout, maintain our well-being, and focus on what truly enriches our lives. This might mean putting your phone away during meals, taking regular breaks from screens, or making time for activities that nourish your mind and body. Temperance helps us create space for reflection, creativity, and genuine connection with others. Practicing moderation in all things, whether it's food, work, or entertainment, allows us to enjoy life more fully, without excess or regret. It's about making choices that support our long-term happiness and health. The fourth and final virtue is justice. Justice means treating others with fairness, respect, and compassion. It means recognizing the value of every person, regardless of their background or beliefs. In our interconnected world, justice calls us to build strong communities, support those in need, and work together to create a more equitable society. Stand up for what's right, even when it's hard. Whether it's speaking out against injustice, helping a friend in need, or simply listening with empathy, every act of justice makes a difference. By living these four virtues, wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, we can shape a better world for ourselves and for future generations. In our fast-paced, ever-changing world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant demands of modern life. Yet some people have found a way to navigate these challenges with calm and clarity. Ryan Holiday, a modern Stoic and best-selling author, is one such example. He's used the ancient principles of Stoicism not only to find personal success, but also to overcome setbacks, manage stress, and maintain focus in the face of adversity. For Ryan, Stoicism isn't just a set of old ideas. It's a practical toolkit for living well in the 21st century. And Ryan is far from alone. Today, people from all walks of life, athletes, business leaders, artists, parents, and students are turning to Stoicism for guidance. Whether it's a runner training for a marathon, a CEO making tough decisions, or a student facing exam stress, Stoic ideas offer practical strategies for building resilience, staying grounded, and finding meaning in everyday challenges. The appeal of Stoicism lies in its simplicity and universality. Anyone, regardless of background or profession, can apply its teachings to their own life. Despite being rooted in ancient Greece and Rome, Stoicism remains a timeless philosophy. Its core ideas, focusing on what you can control, accepting what you cannot, and cultivating inner strength, are just as relevant today as they were centuries ago. In a world filled with distractions and uncertainty, Stoicism offers a steady compass, helping people find purpose and peace amid the noise of modern life. The roots of Stoicism stretch back to figures like Epictetus, who was born into slavery but rose to become one of the most influential teachers of his time. Epictetus taught that true freedom comes from mastering your own mind, not your circumstances. His lessons reached people from every social class, showing that Stoicism was never meant for just the elite. It was a philosophy for everyone, regardless of status or background. Another great Stoic, Seneca, was a renowned playwright and advisor to Roman emperors. Despite his wealth and influence, Seneca faced personal tragedies and political turmoil. Through it all, he found solace and strength in Stoic wisdom, writing letters and essays that continue to inspire readers today. His words remind us that even in the highest positions, life's challenges are universal, and so are the tools to overcome them. And then there's Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who ruled one of history's greatest empires. Despite the immense pressures of leadership, Marcus turned to Stoic philosophy for guidance, recording his thoughts in what would become the famous Meditations. His writings, filled with practical advice and deep reflection, show that Stoicism is not just for philosophers or rulers, it's for anyone seeking wisdom, resilience, and peace. Today, as we face our own challenges, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism continues to light the way for modern lives. Stoicism isn't just ancient philosophy, it's deeply connected to modern psychology and therapy. REBT, or Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy, uses Stoic principles to help people challenge irrational thoughts. Logotherapy, developed by Viktor Frankl, emphasizes finding meaning in life, which is really a core Stoic idea. Stoicism provides practical tools for improving mental health and well-being. A key Stoic practice is voluntary discomfort. Take cold showers, sleep on the floor, fast for a day. Why? It builds resilience. It helps you appreciate what you have. It reminds you that you're stronger than you think. In a world of comfort and convenience, voluntary discomfort is, honestly, a powerful tool for growth. In the whirlwind of 2025, Stoicism offers a path to inner peace. It's a philosophy of resilience, wisdom, and courage. It's about choosing virtue, even when it's hard. It's about finding calm in the storm. So are you ready to start your Stoic journey? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content. And thank you for watching.